This is Steven with Greenbrier Percussion, here playing this PorkPie 10x5 little squealer snare. Man, these are really cool. They're a great side snare, a great accent. They have a very tight and compact frequency range, not too much in the way of overtones that'll sing like a steel shell popcorn snare would. This one's a little better for studio recording in my opinion because of that. It's just tight, easy to mic, tunes right up, and it doesn't really play over top of the other drums that I've been using it on drum sets with. It kind of blends with them. Well, we have an array of PorkPie snares here. I like to kind of compare a couple of the models that we have available all in one video just so you can see some of the differences. This is a PorkPie Piglite acrylic. Its size is 14-inch diameter by a 7-inch depth. It's a real rock and roll deep cannon of a snare with a low punch. Crispy snare wires, but the snare wires aren't overly involved in the texture of the sound because they're so far in the air column from the batter head. So what that gives you is a low tone, more of a pop than a snap, and a big rock and roll cannon sound. This one is a 14 by 6. 1 inch shallower. Let's see what the difference in sound is. This one has slightly brighter overtones. You'll find that the snare coils are a little more involved in the sustain and they rattle a little bit longer than what you get with the 14 by 7. Very interesting, slightly different sound. Both of these are very loud projecting snares, but they still have warmth like a babingo or an oak snare would almost. Kind of cool. Next, let's check out this 14 by 4, which has snare wires that are closer to the batter head than either of these. You should hear better response to combinations between buzz rolls and diddles and better articulation and a snare wire snappy kind of sound, less of the deep pop you get out of this snare. And since these are all tensioned, as best we could do to get to the exact same tension so that they're very comfortable to play on, they're naturally higher pitched, medium, and low. So check this snare out. Now, if you're like me, you probably want to buy all of them because they're all beautiful. They all sound amazing, and you realize you can get so many different sounds out of each drum. It's kind of fun to play with more than one, at least a main snare and a side snare.